Right before every new expansion pack, we typically get a pretty big base game update, and those updates usually come with a pretty big new build feature. Think things like alt placing windows, platforms, round walls, and now we've got the new Lovestruck expansion pack coming out this week and a huge base game update alongside it. That base game update comes out tomorrow, but I've got early access to the pack through a weird special version of the game right now. I basically have two Sims 4s installed on my computer. One's the regular Sims 4, and the other one is this weird special version that has no gallery and has the watermark. And that's because they have to give me the update early so I can play with the pack. So today, I'm thinking we can dive into this new build feature and see if we can make a house inspired by the round pools. Specifically, I think it might be kind of cool to do a heart-shaped pool because I've done this kind of thing before, but it's not really as good when you use the pointy walls like this. Now we have these new rounded corner pieces, so we can make a way better looking heart shape. So this pool update works very similar to the rounded walls that we got, where we have 3 default sized rooms, and then you can kind of adjust and place these as you wish. I'll be honest that I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm not an expert with this kind of thing. I also can't really put them close together like I want to, so this might be kind of a flop concept. I guess I was sort of expecting to have a little bit more freedom with how these pool shapes intersect, but you can't really do that. I think the best I can do is probably something like this. So it's not really that good, but it'll probably have to work for now. We do also have a couple of new pool trims too, so there's stuff that can be done to make it look less bad. And listen, if this doesn't work out, we can always just do a normal shaped pool. We can always do a regular pool and make that one have round walls. It doesn't have to be a heart. I will say this, I also despise this lot. It makes me irrationally angry that it's not on the edge of the lot. The fact that it doesn't touch the sidewalk makes me want to scream. I don't understand why they did that. It makes no sense to me. I think I want to use one of these fancy iron doors for the front door. I really do like these. They're pretty cool looking. I just don't really know what color I should do. I'm honestly considering that blue and yellow one. Of course, we have yellow windows, but the color of the inside of them is always black, which is not the same color as that interior ironwork for some reason. Oh my goodness. It's okay. Deep breath. It's gonna be fine. The lighting is also extremely bad on this lot, so maybe I'll just build it backwards so I can have better lighting. There is a new roof texture, but it's kind of like a metal, which isn't really what I'm going for with this house. And listen, I'm honestly not all that sure what it is that I'm going for with this house, but I'll make it work. I thought about using round walls on it too, but I don't know if I can even bring myself to do that. I think that might be too far even for me. I guess we could also potentially try and make it like a little bit more golden and then add colors elsewhere, because those kind of match. If I put an overhang, can you see the trim? Oh, that's good. Ooh, okay. There's also this as an option. That could be kind of an interesting color scheme because it has a little bit of blue, it has a little bit of brown. Maybe we get our own custom actual balcony right there because that's a little bit deeper. Oh my god, doing this backwards is such a pain because it keeps like jumping. The camera height keeps rising up to on top of those buildings. Oh my goodness. All right, I realize this is kind of a weird shape and like maybe in a bad way. I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to see if I can make weird work. Listen, I want to use this pergola so bad, but it doesn't really work up against buildings. Like I want to have it like this kind of, but then it's clipping on the inside. I guess I could maybe use that in the back corner though. Oh, we should also use these. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty. I came in here with the intention of trying to find something to use as a fake pergola, and now I'm just grabbing out random items. Sorry, it's hard when you're building with new packs. You get excited. I didn't leave space for the house number. I've really messed this up, huh? Oops. I guess I could make my own pergola. Doesn't even look bad when you do this. It is cute when you do this, so I'm not mad. It's gonna look nice. And then maybe I could try and do another one of these little fake balconies right here. I honestly don't know where to put this pool. As I'm trying to lay this out, I'm like, this whole thing is weirdly shaped. I don't know where it should go. All right, I think I might actually be onto something. Look at this. I've got some little gravel stuff down. That's where I'm gonna put some landscaping. I'm gonna use a lot of tile, like pretty much everywhere. And then I think I'm gonna paint the house blue. I had imagined myself using a really bright blue color, but I actually don't hate how this one looks either. This is kind of cool. Unless maybe it's better if we have like bright blue in the middle, because then I can maybe use this pretty peachy color as an accent color. Look, the lesson here is that I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm never good at painting colorful houses in this game. It's never been my strong suit, okay? This one doesn't even come in the same color. Why? Why do they do this? What is wrong with them? Why? Why don't they match? It's nonsense. I don't even think I want to have that giant door. I guess I do. Okay, I don't think that this is really meant to be used out here like this, but imagine if we had that as like an accent color on the outside. Can I do it in yellow? I feel like that thing is designed for community lots because it has so many swatches that have like logos on them, but it might be kind of cool to use on top of a balcony. Okay, I'm gonna put it back around to the front of the lot properly again because I need to figure out where this heart-shaped pool is gonna go. That has hot pink and blue and orange. What if we use the hot pink on the outside? And you know what? I honestly don't even think it's that bad. I think that's kind of cool. I've got another kind of weird idea. I want to see if I can make like a little circle-shaped planter box of some sort for the tree. Oh, that is so much bigger than I thought it was gonna have to be. Wow. Okay, I'll extend it. Well, this was kind of the idea that I had, was to put like a raised section with grass and then use one of the trees. I'm sorry that this is all over the place. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm trying to do here. I know I'm gonna have one of these trees back there. I might do this again, but this is kind of the tree that I'm picturing. I just gotta see if I can get it to clip as little as possible. That's not clipping in the room, so that's fine. See, that's cool. It's colorful, it's bright. And then I was kind of envisioning like little cactus plants in the other areas. Again, still not super sure if that even makes sense. Look, I'm from Florida. I don't know much about this sort of desert landscaping that we're trying to do here. You could say that it's not exactly my area of expertise. Oh, interesting. What happens if I put the pergola on an angle? That's bad, right? It looks kind of bad. I guess my initial thoughts with this are just that it might be kind of interesting to help break up the shapes in the back. I think maybe this circle thing's not gonna work. Okay, I tried to make it look not bad. I don't know. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never been good at this kind of thing, okay? I actually find colorful stuff like this to be really difficult to build. It just isn't really, oh, what are you? Go away. It just isn't really something that I'm good at least I don't feel like it is. So I always struggle a lot when I try and do them, but we're maybe getting somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna do actually the hot pink tile on the floor of this, or maybe I should do the blue tile. It does have blue in it. I'm gonna put plants on top of the pergola because I think that it needs it. And there are some things that we can start doing to make this a little bit nicer. Like for example, this thing, I feel like that table genuinely already helps. And then we can get a grill. We'll have to do some plants to try and split it up. I wonder if I can get rid of some of this and just make the backyard even smaller, because that might help with the angles that we're adding in. Okay, so I put a little table, like a dining table, underneath this pergola, and then I think I might use one of the blankets over here. At least I want to try and find a place that this would work and not seem really out of place. It is a little, oh my gosh, whoa. It is a little bit out of place over here, but it does the job. I'm also putting some planter boxes because I'm kind of envisioning that it would be nice if your Sims could have a garden out here. I want to make sure I'm not putting the blanket in the way of any of the planter boxes because I need the animation to still work. All right, I managed to get a telescope and a little tree over there. We have our huge heart-shaped pool. We got lounge chairs, a couple of dining tables. I think the backyard might be done. So let's start thinking about the interior. Okay, I gotta figure out where exactly the staircase should go because I'm not 100% sure. I think putting it here might not be so bad because then this kind of becomes like a hallway to this door. And then I'm thinking that upstairs we could have a bedroom here, maybe 2 small bedrooms here, and then a bathroom. I actually don't really know what door I want to use. Ah! I hate that. Oh my gosh. I'll just make the hallway smaller. I do not want to have that door on a diagonal. I did not like how that expanded it. Sorry that I screamed. It just scared me. I wasn't expecting it to do that. Okay, so that gives us a couple more rooms to split up downstairs. I'm thinking that this will become the living room, this big open space. We do have room for a second bathroom downstairs in this small section. And then I was kind of picturing that maybe the kitchen could go over here. I thought it might look something kind of like that. There's room for a nice big dining table here in the middle. And then this space, this big room is an office. So it's 3 bedrooms, could be 4, 2 bathrooms, and then a decent living area. I'm putting even more of these planter boxes. I don't know what's gotten into me. I just want to have more stuff out here because I feel like it looks kind of sad. I may honestly end up getting a sim and then having them plant stuff in them just so that there's more plants. I hate how it's all paved, I think is my problem. Okay, sorry. Let's go back to the build. One of my favorite things from this pack is this new tile accent color. I think this is so cute. I don't know about this cabinet in particular. I guess I'm not really using a budget for this house, so we can kind of do whatever we want. Oh, and we have the new bar stools. That's perfect. Do these come in pink? Oh no. I mean, no, not really. They don't come in pink. That's very sad. There's also barely any rugs in this pack. I keep using the same things over and over again because there's like not that many options. That one comes in pink, so we could probably use that. And I don't really want to use these chairs because I feel like these are like the modern chair set, and that's not really what I want. I may honestly use the bright yellow. I love how it's colorful. I know it's really chaotic. That might even be an understatement. It's definitely a lot in here. Oh, I hate this plant. Ugh. Like, why does the texture look like that? I'm never gonna use that. I like this little one. Oh no. Why are they only blackout curtains? What makes you think I would want it to be only blackout curtains? I hate to say it, but honestly, I think now having used this pack a fair amount to build, I actually don't think it's that good of a build pack. It does have cool items, and I do honestly like a lot of the stuff in it. I think that just overall, it doesn't feel like it has as much stuff as some of the other packs. I think it's like a lack of kitchen sets and kind of a weird combo of styles of build items that makes it hard to mesh together for something. Like, it doesn't even have a bookshelf. Just a lot of those things that I like to use in the builds we don't have in this pack. And that's not enough to make the pack not worth buying or anything. It just isn't maybe a pack that I would recommend for a person who only likes to build in The Sims. I guess I just don't think it has as much versatility as some of the other packs, specifically for build mode. But also, don't get me wrong, there is some stuff that I really, really like from this pack. So it's not bad. It's just not, you know, perfect or whatever. Oh, I should have used that outside. It's kind of big, but I like that way better than the base game one. Do you think you can mix the two tiles together? Or is that like entirely too much? Maybe it would be better to have them be a little bit more plain, specifically in this area behind the kitchen. I can use the fun tile in the bathrooms, but I don't think I should do everything so bright, at least not in the kitchen area. There is a lot of really nice wall decor in this pack. I'll give them that. There's some really good stuff here. I'm gonna use this stuff everywhere. Oh, you know what I had kind of forgotten about is this wallpaper. This one has tile at the base. That might be good because we can kind of have a mix of like bright colored accent walls and then some more simple tile walls. Oh wow, that actually really helps. Okay, I feel better about this already. I wasn't sure what kind of wallpaper I was gonna use. I wonder if we should try and use a different flooring, like a flooring that has some more texture to it. I like it. Let me figure out this living room real quick because this part is kind of throwing me off too. The living room is scaring me. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. This is the thing, right? There's a couple of couches from this pack, but I sort of feel like all of the couches are a little bit too fancy. So then what? I have to use like a base game couch? I don't think that's fun. I don't want to use a base game couch in here. But if that's just the best thing to match the style, then I kind of have to. And I think that's what I mean when I say I'm not so sure about the build mode. I just feel like it's slightly lacking in a couple of ways, and it just makes it kind of hard to build with. I don't want to use a base game couch in my brand new fancy build. Okay, this is a serious question. Do you think that this is okay if I put the bookshelves behind it? Because I kind of like how that looks. I'm also kind of wondering, and this might be a bit much, okay? I'm kind of wondering about getting a big grand piano because we can fit it. I'm trying to decide if I like this or not because I think that this wallpaper is a mess. I think this wallpaper is way too much. So then I kind of want to use one of the patterned ones. And I guess that actually fits the color scheme quite well. Oh no, maybe I will pick that. Do you think my little axolotl buddy will fit on this? Oh no, he's floating. I will literally alt place these just so that my axolotl doesn't have to float. I will base these cabinets on the axolotl and I'm not afraid to do it. He's perfect. I'm gonna use him. I could also put the dog and then maybe get like a little plant in the corner. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay, interesting and weird layout. I don't know if I like it. Okay, it is certainly a house. I don't know if that means it's a good house, but it's a house and I don't hate it. I'm gonna put a cactus in the bathroom. I'm trying to appropriately clutter up this bathroom a little bit too where I can. And then I think we want to get a curtain or like some sort of window shade because this is not good. Yeah, something like that so you can close the blinds. If we're doing no budget, does that mean I can fit this somewhere? This painting is like 1,500 simoleons, but it has some beautiful variants. Like, look at that one. I'll try that somewhere in here. I like the painting, but I don't really want to have the LED in this house. You know, we do have the ability to make custom showers now. I'm not sure if I should do it or not, but they gave us this little shower door, so maybe I should try. Like, look how cool that is to have the shower in there all customized. I guess it's only really a problem if you're intending to have kids or something, because then the kids don't have a bathtub anymore, but it does look pretty good. We've all been doing this for so long with like regular doors, so to finally have a real shower door looking item is so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. All right, well, I was thinking that this sim is maybe an artist. We have a lot of artsy stuff in the base game, game. And then with the bright colors in this house, I think it kind of works for an artist. All of these items that I'm using right here, if you've never seen them before, these are just career unlocks from the artist career. That's base game, that's nothing new. Sometimes they're a little bit hard to find, like this thing. This is the Artiste Supply Tabaret, and it's underneath the sculptures category. So again, just kind of weird if you're looking for it. It's like not exactly where I always expect it to be. If I put two of these rugs together, does it look like they fit or is it too obvious? I really don't like that you can see the seam, but maybe if I have a desk there, it won't be so bad. We do have a desk from this pack. The desk is too small and the keyboard's hanging off the edge. Oh my God. This game is unbelievable sometimes. Oh, do you think that these chairs would be better for the dining room? Because that has a little bit more color to it and like some more pattern. Oh, you know what? Honestly, I love that. Let's keep those. We can use the bright yellow chair that we had before inside of this room then. Okay, so we have the easel, we have the computer. I might get another mirror. And then we have little sketches and stuff, right? Oh, the sketch pad. Let's put that too, so they can paint on that. No, I was picturing one of the other career unlocks. I think it's expensive. Yeah, these for the artist to be using in here. Okay, I think that's the whole downstairs done. We gotta figure out the upstairs now. Oh, I might use the bonsai tree up here because that fits really nicely in this little corner. It's a big plant and then it's functional because your Sims can use that to like build their skills. If you only have base game, that builds the gardening skill, which fits with all the garden pots that we have. If you have seasons, it builds the flower arranging skill. This is obviously just base game, so we don't have those skills with this one. I think I'm gonna shove a little bookshelf in the corner and then just call the hallway a day. This room is what I'm most excited about. This is the primary bedroom. I think we need to use the heart bed. I feel like it is our duty to use this heart bed somehow. I don't really know how. All the colors are bad. Oh my God, why do they come in swatches like this? I don't even like the swatches on this bed. Maybe the heart bed and like some of these base game things could work. Do I do it with the cheetah print? It's honestly not that bad. Just to be clear, it's not good either, but it's not that bad. Okay, I can use these beaded curtains with it. And maybe this is how I tie in all the color schemes. Like this might honestly come together somehow. Ugh. Why does this dresser have such weird swatches? I'm just gonna go in for the brighter color. Forget the brown stuff that I was doing. I don't know what I was talking about. It wasn't worth it. We can do it like this. This isn't that bad. I am gonna give them a ceiling fan because I feel like that's super useful to have. Maybe pink flowers. And then maybe if there was some sort of full-length mirror that wasn't so big that it was a problem. Look at how big this is. We got a medium wall height one for the first time. No, maybe something more like this, a full-length mirror, small like that one, and then we can put a little plant next to it. I feel like that fits the energy of the rest of the house. Oh, maybe I could do a card table. Sorry, chess table. All right, we're getting somewhere with this. It's honestly not that bad. So we have 2 rooms left to furnish. I think I might put the tile everywhere. I did a house the other day where, and this was maybe too much, okay? But I did a house the other day where I tried to use one of these leopard print things as a rug. I might do that again. Imagine for a second how much fun potential that has. Yes, it is a lot, maybe even in a bad way, but it's cool, so I'm gonna try it. I know I just got done calling that other room the primary bedroom, but I think I'm actually gonna try to furnish this house as if it was for roommates. Oh, that's clipping. Does this look like it could be a vanity table if I put the mirror above it? I've actually been doing a lot of that roommate type stuff with this build just because I feel like that's a little bit more in line with how I think I'll be playing with this pack. I can see myself playing with like a household of 4 adults and not really a household with kids as much, at least not at first. Oh, I forgot about a bedroom door. Oh my gosh, well, that explains a lot. Get rid of that thing. Wow, how did I manage that? You were probably yelling at the screen. You were like, Kayla, you don't have a bedroom door. That's totally my bad. I honestly don't know how I did that. It took me going into the hallway and being like, oh, I don't know how to get out of here. There's no door into this last room. Well, I could probably do that bookcase still, but just stick it in this little corner because that actually fits there pretty nicely. And then I might get another full-length mirror over here. Oh, this room is quite small, but I actually really like the color scheme in here. I think this is useful. Okay, I think the house might be done. I'll show you around real quick. So this is the downstairs overview. We've got like a kitchen and dining space when you first walk in. Lots of pink, lots of blue. Down to the side, we have this big living room. There's a downstairs bathroom. We've got a beautiful art studio. And then upstairs, we have a small hallway and 3 other bedrooms. One of them has a balcony, which is pretty nice. Are those the same color? Oh, one's yellow and one's orange. I think I'll stick to the yellow. Oh, maybe I'll make these chairs yellow then. That's kind of the last thing we have to do, is go back around and see if there's anything that we can do to help fix some of the color scheme, because we need to have more yellow accents down here. We also want to get a mailbox. And then honestly, maybe last, I want to see if I can get some plants. This is unfortunately going to require me going and getting a sim to live here, so bear with me. But I'll plant all of these. I'll put plants in literally every single one of them. Usually for stuff like this, I just get a room that's saved off the gallery that has pre-built plants in it, but we have no pre-built plants. Oh no, it's a rental lot. Oh, even worse. But it's usually a little bit easier. It's just that this version of the game does not have any of those tools, so I'm a bit stuck. Okay, it costs 116,000. That's not cheap. It does look cool for Managed Worlds though, so there's that. Oh my god, I hate how it doesn't touch the sidewalk. I don't understand why they still do that, because we all complain about it every single time they make a world like that, and then it still happens. Okay, I've got some terrain paint down. That helps. I also need to get a trash can. I think I'll just stick that over here on the side. And then I wanted to put a fire alarm too, because we have enough money, and we also have kind of an empty wall, so I might as well put one. All right, now the random sim has to come plant everything. Oh, this one doesn't work. Can you not get to it? Oh, I guess it's like partially underneath that thing. There we go. No? Still? Okay. If I move it more, can you get to it? I think onions don't work. I've decided I think onions are broken. That happened to me in a different save, so I honestly think it's the onions' fault. Can you get to any of these at all? But see, look at this. I can make them grown, and I feel like this looks 10 times better to have a little bit more plants and decor out here, and it's functional. They're not just any plants. These are useful plants. Oh, great. We got a welcome wagon. We got the bear. I'm sorry. You all have to leave. I'm so sorry. All right. And officially, we are done. Oh wait, maybe? This is picky, but I'm gonna put that one in the middle because it's different. Okay, officially we are done. I think that's the fully finished product. This was fun. I don't really know if it's that good. I've tried. I enjoy the heart pool. It's different, and I think it'll be kind of fun to play in. Plus, it's just base game in the new pack, so if you don't have any other packs and you get this one, you'll be able to use it. I think on that note though, I am gonna end this video right here. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. We're gonna go over the entire update. We'll show off all the new stuff. We'll test out the pools a little bit more. It should be fun. You don't have to make a heart pool. You could make a cool shaped pool that is not a heart if you so desired. I actually kind of want to show you a little bit more of what I mean. I'm not really sure how it would go, but you can kind of do more interesting shapes. So we'll see how that works once it actually comes out. I'm gonna be excited to start doing that, but the heart one is fun for today. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I've been posting a ton of early access content about the new expansion pack here on YouTube, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next stuff. The pack comes out in a couple of days, not too much time left, so I'm getting really excited, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. Honestly, this is bad, but I like the pool trims more than I like the rounded pools themselves. I'm just excited to have wider pool trim.